Hi everybody, Pablo Drums here. In this video we're going to make a Farcaster frame and we're going to mint an NFT using transaction frames. I'm going to show you how to debug locally. There you can test all your contracts. Then let's go.
To get started, I'm going to use the framework for building frames. My favorite one is Frog.fm right here. And paste here the terminal. Okay, we have my first frog is a good name. So this example, we can choose version design and go to the folder. Okay, I go to install npm. I use VS Code. Okay, we are here in the project. Once everything is installed, this is what we get. We have an epi folder, and inside there's the index file. And this is the base frog frame that they have. And at this API, one thing we can do is add the development tools. We can kind of start by using npm run dev. So with Frog, you can try to hack a Farcaster account. This actually hasn't been working for me. I haven't been able to do this. So the way I do it is with nrock. So what nrock does, it is going to take your local server and kind of push it up into the internet so anybody can see it. So your local host is going to give up a new URL that anybody in the world can see you, and what you want to do is sign up with nrock, and it is going to be a free plan. You don't have to pay for anything. And if we open that up, we'll see our DevTools. Let me zoom in a little bit on that. Okay, if we click on orange, can click on apples, orange, and bananas. And this is the frame that they initially have, so as mentioned. Okay, here we have in the documentation, we can take this part of the frame structure, copy that, and paste in the index file. If we're going to do anything with these transaction frames, so let's get that set up. I'm going to import the Piñata hub, and I'm going to use as my main hub because it is a free one to use. So once you activate a hub, it is going to start trying to get like a signature, which we don't currently have with our locally development. Alright, with this part set up, we can go ahead and delete this section. These sections, we don't need it anymore. Let's be careful, don't delete anything important. Now, Let's go back to the validator and refresh. And there is it. We have the structure of our frame and the button to mine the NFT. The next step is to connect the mint button to the deployed contract. If you haven't deployed contract yet and you don't know how to do it, leave a comment and I will upload a video explaining how. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel for more content about frames and Farcaster. Here, we'll connect our contract. It's really important to check the name of the function we're going to call from our contract. In mine, it's called SafeMint. This time, I'm using the Arbitrum 1 network to deploy my NFT. And I also need to pass only 2 arguments. This will depend on each contract. In the video description, you will find the links to the materials like Frog, like Arbitum, and you will also be able to mint my NFT and aid us on Farcaster. Let's declare the properties of our contract. Remember, this will very depend on each contract, and it is something many people struggle with when connecting their contract. I have address, and also token ID, what's happened here, I need to import this over here. Alright, everything is taking shape and it's looking great. Now let's declare the URI. Okay, this time I'm storing my image in Lighthouse. I like IPFS storage, and you can create a free account on Lighthouse too. The next step is to create a file in the root of our project to paste the API of our contract here. Let's check that everything is fine. Perfect. We also need to import this over here. Great. Let's review. Okay. I use a different contract. Let me change this. And done. Everything is in place here. Now, Let's test in the WordCast Frames validator and we'll be able to mint our NFT. Okay, here we see the Arbitrum 1 network. Here is it. You're going to get hydrogen crystal. That's the name. I got my NFT because it's part of the story. By minting this NFT, you will be getting a part of that story in your wallet. And it's done. Transaction sent. Here comes the finish screen with the transaction ID just as we have here. Alright, we are done. Here you can see how Farcaster frames work. You can let your creativity run wild and mix them however you want. Here's my profile, Pablo Drum. Help me out by subscribing to my channel. For example, here's my comic where you can find a hidden NFT and save it to help us solve the puzzle and other things like that. I hope this video was helpful for you. I'll be keeping an eye on your questions and comments and see you in the next video.